Lord. Hello, Christine. Hello, Natalie. I feel like I want to do a name check for everyone, because this is a wonderful way. Hello, everyone. My name is Simone. I am the founder of Northern Power Women and Northern Power Futures. And we're here today to talk about Northern Power Women Live, so NPWLive, which we are hosting on the 8th of March, which is, by the way, International Women's Day, albeit of course we all think it is every day. The premise of what we're trying to do on the 8th of March is, I don't know about you, but on International Women's Day, I can get pulled from pillar to post in a really good way. And you kind of tend to jump in and either try and attend everything or speak at everything or support everything. And when we set the date for our rescheduled 2020 awards at the end of last year, when we realized we weren't going to be able to do it live, we put it in on the date of 8th of March, and we thought what we would do is, we have the awards in the evening, but we thought we would use that daytime of International Women's Day to create this NPW live experience. And there's a couple of reasons why we want to do it. We wanted to try and make it easy for people to connect and people to stay connected. It's been a crazy sort of 10 months, a disconnected but equally very connected time over the last 10 months, and we wanted to take this opportunity to just see how we could truly amplify voices from the North. We wanted to be able to to support emerging talent. We wanted to be able to pay it forward. We wanted to create a directory of like bite-sized content to offer insight and inspiration, all with this backdrop of International Women's Day. All of the information is on our website, which is northernpowerwomen.com/IWD-2021 or 21. Anyway, so you can find all the information on there. But what we realized is there was so much information on there. We thought, and I was getting so many questions in the inbox, that I thought it would be really useful for me to just give an overview and then just throw it open to sort of questions, because as I said, we wanted to create a big umbrella that we could all come together to collaborate to create that big gigantic noise. At 3/4 of the way through last year, we created a levelling up report, and around this report we talked about giving women a seat at the table to support and promote female-led and Black, Asian, minority ethnic businesses, and equally to invest in future and emerging talent. So we wanted to take the theme of that, take the work that we've done last year and put it into this morning. And we wanted to make sure that at this time where it is challenging to kind of to network and to sort of invest in our own careers and to pay it forward and to support others, we wanted to make sure we could create this day to do that. So what we have done is we have created a sort of simple program, tried not to over-engineer things, and not, but something that you can either participate in, something that you can either put your own colleagues forward to be part of, or you can take part yourself. So trying to create that, if you like, that pick and mix option, that there's something in it for everyone. And equally in a time where we're all a bit overwhelmed about being in front of screens, we wanted to find different ways to do it. So we're starting off with at 10 a.m. It's our carousel networking event, a virtual carousel networking. So this is for those individuals that are at the start of their careers, and we want to create that networking environment. So we're looking for either you to put your early careers or emerging talent forward to be part of that networking experience, or you to be networkers. Yesterday, we had the most phenomenal event, which was at Liverpool John Moores University. We ran a pilot with them, which was a carousel networking event, had 240 students sign up, and we had just short of 100 mentors that came into the 3 sessions. And it was just amazing, because the whole concept was around trying to keep networking. Networking has been so important to many of us on this call. So we wanted to make sure that young people at the start of their careers or in educating are still getting the benefit of your experience, getting the benefit of your insight, your conversation, and actually just wrapping an arm around. And I did want to just throw out into Jan Brown. Are you here?
Yes, I am.
Jan, Jan is from Liverpool John Moores University. You helped us, you supported us in creating this event yesterday. I know sort of since we did this yesterday, it's gone nuts, hasn't it, on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, inbox. couple of things just to say about yesterday as to why people should get involved in either the carousel networking or mentoring.
I think, well, first of all, can I just say thank you to all those that helped out on this. You have made a huge difference to these students. These students have been in lockdown since March, really, and we did some pre-event research, and only 5% had actually attended any digital networking training, any events, or hadn't had any training. And what they said, the biggest thing was that people were interested in them, and they didn't realize that because they've been in systems where they've been measured for short-term outputs, but actually that idea of paying it forward, being kind, and just actually being listened to, and the comments on the LinkedIn that they're talking about all the time, and the confidence it's given them to actually that people care about them. And honestly, you've made a huge difference to these students, and not only now, but in the future, so beyond their careers. So yeah, I couldn't, they find it difficult going in because they think, well, the adults are really scary and serious, but if, getting those young people to talk, we can find the cluster of what's interesting, and we can then start to work on that. So it's hugely valuable. And I think digital networking particularly has so much potential benefits going forward, and we can reach people that maybe wouldn't have been able to go to these events in the past. So thank you, all I can say. I really appreciate all of your input.
Oh, thanks, Jan. And sorry to throw you in there, but I'm just conscious that this only happened yesterday. So I thought if ever there was an opportunity to talk about why you should get involved in something, we had this idea that, one of the things we're passionate about is keeping people connected and, making sure people feel as though they're not on their own, especially in this really challenging time where young people, those at the start of their careers, can be most disadvantaged, and women as well. So let's make sure that this is your opportunity. So whether it be the carousel networking, which is about networking conversations, we provide packs, we provide some sort of set questions, but really it's about facilitating a conversation or encouraging one of your team, one of your stakeholders team, one of your community to get involved. So this is all part of that. You're not on your own. This is part of this kind of bigger community. And the carousel mentoring that we'll be doing at 11 a.m. is for university students. So, and this is, again, please get involved, where we've already connected with 11 universities, including Cumbria, Lancaster, Salford, University of Manchester, including the fantastic business school, Liverpool John Moores, and again, the fantastic business school, the University of Liverpool, where else are we? Leeds, Sheffield, Teesside, Durham and Northumbria. So what an amazing pipeline of talent there is there for you to get involved. So again, if you're a university, please get involved. We want you to be supporters. We want you to put this out to your colleagues as well as your students. So this is very much our call to you, is either put yourselves forward, your colleagues forward, to help support, if you like, our future generation. So our future emerging talent, our future pipeline. So that's 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, that real live virtual mentoring event. So again, we'll share with you. You haven't already, it's all on the Northern Power Women website, northernpowerwomen.com. But equally, we'll follow up to this with just the key links. What we're also gathering as well, because we're very much around amplifying voices, so we're creating, as I said, this NPWLive talks. We want to create, we want your participation. We want to create bite-sized insight, bite-sized learning, bite-sized information that you can pass on. So whether it's something that you are completely passionate about and you want to share, as part of our report last year, we sort of developed and grew our Be Heard campaign, which is about better representation in the media, better representation at events. But this is all about having our voices heard, your voices heard, and amplifying what you're saying. So TED style. Now, I know there's a few of you on here who are TEDx, who have been TEDx speakers. I ran TEDx Whitehall Women for 5 years, so I'm really passionate about that stage and voice. I know Sophie Milliken, you did one only a year ago, I think, if I remember rightly, in a beautiful gown, if I recall. So we want to make sure that we're helping amplify the voices. We want you to be seen and heard. And if actually you feel as though you are, you're inexperienced, or oh gosh, no one wants to listen to me, you know what they do? you, you've got something valuable to say. So use this as a platform to get that one thing out. 3 minutes isn't a long time. So and we're trying to put it under the themes of choice, challenge or change. So the theme for International Women's Day this year is choose to challenge. So whether or not you want to talk about a challenge that you've faced or overcome, whether or not it's about choices that you've made, whether it's about again, you know, change that you've made in your world or your life. I know we've got, I think, the fabulous Nicola on here from Flourish, who has enabled and supported so many women to sort of enable their businesses to come to fruition. I think we've got the women's organisation on here. So whether it's you've enabled, whether someone has made that change, either you share your insight, or, you know, whether it could be top tips, could be something really simple, or performance. You know, we're really open to performance. Look at the impact of Amanda's voice last week at the inauguration, the power of that spoken word, the power of performance, the power of, so whatever that is, just let's hear those voices and let us overwhelm, let us break the internet on the 8th of March. But the key about this is it's not about creating content for content's sake. It's about creating that resource. It's about creating that information. Look how we all digest information, whether it be, you know, in the new Clubhouse app, whether it be on podcasts, whether it be on YouTube, whatever it is, we want to create that directory, which we know when the videos come in, they'll naturally fall into sections that we can share out. So not only have we got we're creating this brilliant resource, but we're creating that, we've got that legacy content. It's not just for Christmas, it's not just about that one day. So this is information we'll ask you to record it in advance in the comfort of your own home with your own slippers on or whatever you want, and then send it to us. And what we will do is we will choose, we've got a group, a small group that will select sort of 12 of those that we will live stream on the day as well, to keep that energy going and keep the conversation during the day. So this is very something around participation and you being part of this bigger conversation. So all under this NPWLive umbrella. And then we will close out the morning with I'll be doing a trailblazer panel. We will confirm who those people are very soon, but very much we've got these voices that we're engaging with to be able to create this great sort of keynote conversation that will be open up, and you'll be able to put your Q&As alongside that. So to carousel networking, carousel mentoring, the 3-minute bite-sized talks, and the keynote conversation. So what we're asking for is we're asking for support. So we're asking for you to be a supporter. What is it to be a supporter? Well, to be a supporter, it's completely free, whether you're a university to be a supporter or an organisation supporter. And we're asking just for you to simply share it with your colleagues, your stakeholders, your community, share it on social, and let us create one collaborative voice. Finally, if you have an event or something that you are developing or want to put out, let us know what it is. We'll put it out, we'll share it under the umbrella as well, so it has that maximum voice and that maximum amplification as to everything that is going on that day. We'll also be making elements of the day into a podcast as well as blogs, so that everyone can digest the programme in a way that best suits them. So please register as a supporter, get involved. If you register, we'll send you the social media pack. You know we love a pack. You know we love badges. Get them on your profiles and get everyone involved. So this is absolutely a From the North agenda. We've got people signed up from Australia and America already to be part of this conversation. So please do join. Of course, you can become an official partner as well if you would like to. Please get in touch with Philly@northernpowerwomen.com if you want to find out more. But sign up as a mentor or a networker, submit your video, share, friends, colleagues, communities, but most of all, get involved. I am opening to questions now. No, I've taken a breath, but hopefully, is that clear with everyone? Is that, sorry, she says on a screen all muted. But let me just have a look. Let me just see, is there anyone would like to ask a question or any? Oh, right, here we go. Thank you, Claire. Claire, what's your age range for early careers? We're talking about people at the start of their careers and also returning into careers as well, actually. So we are trying to make sure that this is inclusive for all. So very much, it could be those people right out of school, right out of university, not in education, employment or training, or finding themselves backing in a I suppose a career seeking situation. So we are really trying to wrap an arm around if that helps you. Let me have a little look. Helen de Montes, you have your hand up. I forgot we had the hand up thing.
Hi. Good morning, ladies. Thank you, Simone. That's really helpful. Awesome bit of summary. Obviously, you used to be in the armed forces, because your planning is second to none. Yeah, just a question for us, really. Just so in terms of keynote conversations, we're looking to have Miss Blackburn and her female colleague that are involved in Force Atlantic 21 endeavour that's going to be later in the year. Are you wanting to have that as a keynote conversation, or was that part of your pre-recorded type product?
We saw that as potentially both, actually, Helen. So absolutely part of that 3 minutes. So whether or not we have a conversation with the team and we put it out as sort of 3 times 3, if you like, on the bite size, or whether we may even put it out as a separate session. To be honest, we are innovating as we go. We're trying to pre-record quite a lot of the captured conversation, just so as well we don't put limits on people's time, so people can participate live in their live sessions on the day, but we don't want to miss a conversation. So in relation to that, my view is that, you know, we will be streaming some of those 3-minute videos, but we want to create a wider directory as well. Now I know we're in conversations back and forth with the team at the moment, so I know once we take the lid off that, Helen, it will probably go further. So yeah, I think we want to tell, I think there's, what I'm saying, I suppose there is probably a number of stories once we have that conversation.
Cool, thank you, cheers.
Right, any more questions for me? Let me have a little look. This is a very quiet desk, hold on a second. Hi Alex, yep, you're bringing the Lancashire peer networking, thank you very much. Mandy Sangira, normally if Mandy isn't at the UN, she's at Davos, you know, she's one of those amazing women. So I think this is where we're saying is everyone's voice is welcome, everyone's story is valid. You know, so Mandy, I think there's definitely, Mandy is an advocate and supporter of women who've experienced forced marriage. So I think, so absolutely, Mandy, happy to pick up with you separately, but I think this is about, you know, the people that you're engaged with, who can we give a platform, and who are those voices that we, if you like, that we need to be heard, if you like. Please, you know, definitely give those videos in. Natalie Angel, hello, my love. Any particular industries? We are 100%, you know, we're always passionate about being super cross-sector. So we welcome, you know, we want to create, this is all about, what are we about? Visible role models, amplifying voices. So go for gold. We're trying to create the themes or the umbrellas of choose, challenge and change, to make it, you know, to hopefully make that a bit easier for you to jump in. But I think what we'll do is, you know, if anyone else has got any other themes, but I think if we keep it under that choose, challenge or change, let your imagination. What would you like to hear from? I know we've got some submissions already around menopause. We've got some missions already about, you know, kind of the art of negotiation, around kind of the whole art of failing. So, you know, and then I've got someone else that's sort of top tips to TikTok. So, you know, let it be useful. Let it be, you know, sort of your valuable. Let me have a little look. Thank you, Claire. Please do share it against your nuclear, you know, the NDA group as well, which would be brilliant. Any other questions? Any hands up? Actually, just might be easier for me to see. Female entrepreneurship, absolutely, Jane. Jane Dalton, I know as well, is part of a global movement called Global Parlay. So if you think of this being act locally but impact globally, kind of thing. So whether or not you're talking about things in your inner community, whether you're, you know, you're talking about, you know, kind of those wider pieces, but performance is also a big thing to me. We did an NPWLive event 3 years ago in Leeds, where we did I think we had 16 different slots. No talk was longer than 10 minutes, and you know, we had sort of from the we had somebody talking about, an amazing lady called Marzia, talking about how she fled Afghanistan as a judge out there. She was, you know, left for dead in the street, came back here. But actually what she talked about was why it was important for her, as somebody who'd been sort of disconnected from her country, she worked with other people who have been displaced from their countries into helping themselves and ultimately helping the communities. So very much that kind of, you know, a real, absolutely grassroots paying it forward, you know, there, which is brilliant. Emma Green, well, obviously you've got a Media City event, haven't you, as well? Any of your events that you've got, as I say, we want to put them on and as a directory as well, because again, people's time is precious, people's interests are varied. So the premise of this, 85 people on this chat, on this call today, the information, so we're asking you to pass it on, share that information. How loud can this be on this one day? Emma Green, you are queen of social media, aren't you, up there? So, you know, the events that you're putting on, absolutely we will share out, because sometimes you don't get to see what other people are doing and what's going on, and we just want to make everything visible, but we also don't want to take on trying to deliver every format of an event. We just want to create an umbrella that there's a lot of versatility, but ultimately, as I said, we can make a lot of noise. Any other, Emma Green, anything else to add for me, my love?
No, just I think we're really up for it. Anything we can share kind of with our Media City community, we're up for. So there'll probably be some people from the BBC and ITV on this call. Great that you're doing this stuff with the university as well, because we've got the University of Salford there. But if anybody wants access to kind of some really interesting people within BBC or ITV, or we've got really great kind of tech startups as well. So anyone who wants it from a level of SME to BBC and wants some ins, just let me know and I can help connect some people up.
Brilliant, thank you. Any other questions? Thank you so much. I'm seeing there's lots of stuff in the chat here as well. Will Emma and Katie will go through the chat here as well. Thank you, Mo, Nosy Council, being a supporter as well. So don't worry, it's whether or not you can be a sole trader, an individual with a passion, or a giant multinational. It's that whole it's kind of trying to be a level playing field. In our and we will list, we've got a virtual media wall that we're building, and every organization will be listed on that as well. So again, we just want that visibility, that everybody can get engaged and everybody can share something with everyone. Jade Gates, we will be asking colleagues to get involved in the networking and mentoring and sharing, but I'm yet to attend a virtual networking event. Could you let me know how it works? Yes, I can, because we did it yesterday. So we did it. So what we do is we get mentors. We get you to sign up as a mentor or a networker, shall we say. You come into a mass Zoom chat like this. We'll show a very introductory video, not like the lengthy one that we showed yesterday, because that was more of a kind of mini masterclass into networking. You will then be put into a room with whether it be students, if it's from the university session, or it's early careers, and it will just depend. It just depends on numbers. It'll either be 1 to 3, 4. Yesterday in one of the sessions we had a few 1-to-1 and 1-to-2 relationships, which was fantastic. We're not specific, so we don't say, right, we're going to match you with someone around science, or someone about technology, or someone about the military, or HR, or entrepreneurship. We very much try to keep it open, purely because people's your times change and your diary pressures will change, and equally we want people to see and connect with the people where they may never connect with. We want people to, sort of have those conversations, because, we're in a world that all of us we could still probably change the jobs that we're doing at any given point. 7 different, I think, distinct sector or career changes we will have now in our lifetime. So we're just trying to open people's eyes to and ears to different voices, different conversations, and just to connect. And I think, as I say, the feedback that we got yesterday, we did it a couple of times. We've done it live. We've always done it live, but obviously this period has thrown us into the virtual. So does that help, Jade? There's actually a guide. We've created PDFs. The fabulous, our fabulous digital team of Kalika, Rasheen and Eleanor have created all manner. So we've got PDFs, we've got a video sort of mini animation coming soon. So we've got a written format, we've got PDF, because we're trying to create it so everyone can understand what they've got to do next. But I'm conscious there's a lot of information on that website, a lot of information. But we have tried to make it as simple as possible, that you can just press forward on the link, and so it's not onerous on yourselves. You can, you know, sign up for mentors, but please, most important thing is participate, get involved, because this is you sharing your voice, you supporting future talent, and you learning new stuff as well, and sharing what you're doing. Duke of Edinburgh Award team, yes, I've seen your email in as well, thank you. But yeah, we would absolutely love people at the start of their careers to come. Again, a time where people are a bit challenged about, you know, kind of their own futures, and whatever. This is why we want to do this, is create that. But equally, remember, regardless of what stage you are all at in your careers, you've all got something to share and to learn. So that's why we're trying to create this live voice. Please start the conversation now on hashtag NPWLive and get shown. Yes, please, always about male and all genders welcome in our Northern Power Women world. All about advocacy, all about great allies. So yes, Natalie Angel, 100%. Rachel, thank you, Rachel Atwood. If anyone wants to get in touch, what it felt like from a mentor's point of view, then we can get in touch. Happy to chat. Rachel, I think Rachel, Elaine, Helen, there's a few of you on here, Deborah, who've all been involved. I think what we might do is we might corral you into a little vox pop, just to give your feedback or top tips on the networking, and we'll put that out somewhere. So I'll get my team to contact your team, and we'll share that out. I'm just conscious of time. Any other questions that I am missing? If we miss anything on the chat, we'll come back. But everything is on northernpowerwomen.com /IWD-2021, northernpowerwomen.com /IWD-2021. We will put this video online because I'm conscious I've speed chatted a whole heap of information here, but please, this is a platform for you to all get involved and engage, and we can absolutely have the most noisy, impactful, purposeful International Women's Day, amplify voices, support other people, make a difference, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your offers of support. Thank you all in advance for getting involved, and pass the message on. Pass the message on. This will help or benefit someone else. We're a massively generous and engaged and supportive, energetic community. So thank you ever so much. If you need anything, please do give me a shout, or any of the team. Thank you all. Have a fantastic Tuesday. I'm going to have a lie down. See you later.